We got a lot to tell you about with Carrie Fisher. First of all, this is just really sad to me. She loved this dog, Gary, the French bulldog, so much. And this dog was her child, and the dog went everywhere with her.
It was a constant companion, and she was
on the plane
on any red carpet he was at. He attended interviews. It was on the plane because it was a companion animal and actually diagnosed companion animal.
So, look, we had a big debate in the newsroom about this. I firmly believe that animals are sensitive, that they understand, but dogs understand loss. And look at the pictures of this poor dog. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but he just looks sad to me.
Look, the dog, that was a picture that was posted on a Twitter account, by the way. It said, waiting for mommy to come home. Saddest thing, it rips your heart out, but no need to worry because Gary has a home, the perfect home, actually. Gary is gonna go live with Billie, who is Carrie's daughter, and he's gonna have a new sister named Tina.
Yeah, apparently, so we're told Gary and Tina are like besties, and they're gonna hang out together now. And Billie, I mean, she is very busy also as an actress, so we're told like when she's not able to do stuff, the family will step in and help out. So Gary is not leaving the Fisher family. I'm told he's a member of the family, and they would never even think about putting him anywhere.
Oh, look at that picture.
I know. Obviously, you have that thing where the tongue sticks out. My dog has that too. It's the cutest thing.
Okay, other stuff to tell you about. So, I don't know if Dennis is back there, but Dennis and I talked to a couple of EMTs yesterday over at LAX. And it is really interesting. But what happened to Carrie Fisher on this plane is a problem with passengers on commercial jets. And the more I started hearing about this, the more interesting it became. There are people on commercial jetliners, especially long-distance flights, who start experiencing distress, chest pain, shortness of breath.
And they go, oh, it's nothing. I'll go get it checked out when I get home.
Or the big thing is this. They're on a plane, and they're 2 hours out of LA, and they're on an international flight. They automatically say, I can wait it out. I can just wait it out until I land, and those 2 hours become critical. And they have had a lot of problems on airplanes with people who just don't want to deal with it until they land.
And they don't want to cause a scene. They
don't want to cause a scene. They don't want the plane to make an emergency landing. The other thing we're told is that a lot of people experience distress and sometimes have heart failure because they don't take their medications, especially in these long-distance flights where they lose sense of time.
Right, especially when you're going to these huge differences from time. Like, I think London is, what, 8 hours ahead of us?
9, I think.
8 or 9 hours ahead of us, and you forget. I mean, your whole kind of world is shifted, so it makes sense that maybe she didn't take her medication, or again, like you said, ignoring certain signs or symptoms, because sometimes these heart attacks come on and it feels like indigestion. We've heard people talk about how it's not that big. They don't feel it like this huge, immense, like, you know, lightning pain right away.
But even when they do, they either wait it out, the medications don't kick in because they're not taking them. And the other thing we're told is, one of the things that prevents people from saying anything is they assume that nobody in the plane is capable of dealing with the emergency. And what we were told by the EMTs is, look, all of these flight attendants are trained in CPR, number one. Number two, you've got hundreds of people on the plane.
There's a defibrillator, I think, on every plane.
There's a defibrillator on every plane, and you've got hundreds of people in there, and the likelihood is somebody is going to be a medical professional. And that's exactly what happened, by the way, with Carrie.
Right, she had a nurse on the plane, right?
Well, no, they brought a passenger from the back to the front. They had called out.
Right, but it was a nurse, right?
I thought it was an EMT. I thought it was an EMT who came to the front and ultimately did help her. In her case, she was at least 10 minutes, even without a pulse, we're told, and never, ever really regained consciousness. That when she was taken to UCLA, she never got better and ultimately died as they were thinking of taking her off of the ventilator. But apparently, this is just a bigger problem than anybody knew, or at least I knew.
Hi, from Norway here. 2016, what can I say? What a terrible year. We lost so many people. It's kind of strange. I saw the ending of Rogue One, and a little spoiler here. She's having a little cameo there. And her last scene is about hope. And I will remember her as one of the greatest actors in Star Wars.
She was, I got to tell you, I listened to I think it was a Colbert interview she did. Okay, hilarious, but also so smart.
Smart and witty.
Quick,
that's what she was, so quick and witty.
She's just,
and wise, Harvey. She was wise. She had a wisdom about her. It's really a huge loss.
Oh, and she had a great scene in Soap Dish. Wasn't it Soap Dish?
She was in
Yeah,
Soap Dish.
she was in
When
Soap
Harry
Dish.
Met
She was so good in that,
Sally.
yeah.
She's just, anyway, just real quickly, they have a makeshift kind of star. She never got a star in the Walk of Fame. They have a makeshift star. We're being told that the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, which kind of is the lords over all of this, they're going to keep it there, at least for the time being.
Yeah,
and let
they're going to
people...
keep it there for like a few days, which is awesome because technically they deface someone's property. So it's cool because like they want fans to be able to have a place to go to mourn Carrie, to leave
But you can't
things.
get a star for years now.
No, it's so weird. So the way it works to get a star, you have to be submitted by someone like from your management team. But since she died, there's like a 5-year waiting period where they have to wait until they're even able to submit her for consideration. So she's not going to have a real star for like at least 5 years.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.